Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Fix It Friday. This week we're focused on Sales Rep Portal and showing how we've helped our customer connect their sales reps in a better fashion. So before implementing Versago, our customer would have their sales reps out in the field and they would have to remote desktop in to get information about customers, inventory, sales, and entering sales opportunity information. When they're at customer locations, gaining the remote desktop access was difficult. And this created workaround processes where they would capture information in Excel or in emails or just writing it down in paper and then entering it into the system later. So with Versago, we now can gain insight into pipeline and create opportunities. So I'm going to log into Versago now and just show you the sales rep behavior. So this could be a web browser, and this could be on a phone, this can be on a tablet or on a computer. The sales rep's going to log in here, and when the sales rep lands, the first thing that's in front of them is all of their KPIs. So what is it that they care about that's going to affect their bonuses? They have that information at their fingertips in a real-time fashion. These reports are being kept up to date for them. So from here, we can go in and as a sales rep, we could enter a sales opportunity, and this would enter the information into SAP Business One. And you can see that we've indicated some of the required fields with the little asterisks here so that it's very easy for the sales rep to quickly enter the information into SAP Business One using a web platform. So very quick and easy for them to get the information in. And because the information is in, they then gain insight into their pipeline. So real fast pipeline report with them being able to see what the opportunities are, what their leads are. So if they have a list of leads, who are the leads and who's the contact that they have, and they can, edit that contact. They can go in and see a list or create a new lead at this point as well. So they can just go in and quickly create a lead. So the pipeline insight and opportunity creation has been extremely streamlined for this customer by using Versago for them to enter the information. The next thing I'm going to show you is just the ability to quickly create a quote or a sales order. The example that I'll show is creating a quote. So in here, we can just go in to Versago. We can choose the customer. This list that's showing up is the list of customers that are assigned to the sales rep. And if the customer had different build to or ship to locations, we could go in and select from a list. Or if they click on the filter, it's going to pull in the default. You can leave these blank because it will pull the default from SAP Business One. We can even go in and choose shipping methods. If there's any information like user-defined fields or any other types of information that you want to trap, it's very easy to add these to the form and put that information back into SAP Business One. So here, now the sales rep can quickly look up items. They can look it up by description or by the item code, select it, enter in how many their customers purchasing. It's pulling the pricing for that customer from SAP Business One and that customer's pricing levels. And we can simply click Save and New if we wanted to add a new item, or Save and Close to go back to our document. We can put in any comments that we want written back on this order. And at this point, the sales rep could say Save and New, Save and Close, or just save that order and come back and work at it later. So in this example, we've just created that order and it's now in SAP Business One. The other thing that happens from time to time is the customer would be asking about inventory levels, or you might have to do a call in regards to the inventory balances. So for that, we built out a couple reports for them. The first one is just customer balances. So here you can see the customer balances in a chart format. that the sales rep deals with. And down here are the customers' current balances and also the contact information for them to call and follow up and see where payments are at. And as far as looking up inventory levels, this one is a favorite for them. They can go in and, you know, refine the results or pull in all of the results. And here they can see the item, how many are on hand, what's available, what's being purchased, and what's in production. If you needed to have some kind of advanced available to promise instead of an on hand or a current available, that's really easy to do because you probably already have that query in SAP Business One. We can simply replicate that query, put it into a web format in a dynamic lookup list like this. So from here, if we were looking for labels, for example, it's going to narrow it down, and you can see this is the labels that we have. This is going to eliminate a lot of stock outs and back orders, just because the customer has the information available to them from the sales rep, or if you're using customer portal, the customer could have this information as well. Next thing I'm going to show is return requests. This is where we can workflow within Versago before putting things into SAP Business One. So this is very easy for a sales rep because the form that they enter the information into is pretty much very similar to the quote form, where, you know, you choose your customer, you choose the reason for return, and then you would add your items, and you could put in some comments to your manager in regards to why you want to return these goods, and that would then workflow to the manager for them to approve it. And down here, if a customer was calling about a return request, you could see the return request here. We could look it up. We could see the disposition of, you know, what happened with that item, you know, how many failed inspection, what actually happened. You can see exactly what happened within the return request after it was approved and, you know, the items were received. And here we can see expired RMA requests where the items weren't returned to us. So these are ones where, you know, maybe we need to request it again because they've expired. So hopefully you can see that it's very easy for a sales rep to interact with SAP Business One and provide, you know, superior customer experience to their customer. And this, for our customer, it's really increased productivity of the sales reps and the customer service levels, because they're not seeing any order errors because there's transposition of data when they're moving it from paper or from their Excel or from their email into SAP Business One. Also, the back orders have decreased because of the inventory visibility. Knowing what you have in stock before entering orders has really kind of helped cut down on back orders. And our customers seen an increase in revenue, and this is because of the increase in pipeline activity and conversions, because the sales reps have a simple platform for them to be able to enter the information, see the information, the KPIs. When they log in every single time, they're going to see their KPIs. So that concludes this week's Fix It Friday. The people that power growing businesses need to connect to the business for hundreds of reasons all day long, day in and day out. They need the connection to be reliable, the interaction to be simple. Versago is a portal platform that enables a business to support key processes and interactions between employees, customers, suppliers, and other partners while staying in lockstep with SAP Business One. Thank you for your time today.